All right, we are live. We are live. What's up, everyone? We are going to be checking out the Halo Infinite Winter Update Overview. It starts in 11 minutes. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, I will leave a comment, a pinned comment on whenever it actually starts. So y'all can, of course, if you're on YouTube and like after this stream happens, like if you're on the regular video, y'all can go ahead and check out the pinned comment. I'll have it whenever it actually starts in about 10 minutes. So yay. I'm excited to see this winter update. Hopefully we get some good things. Yep. All right. Good. Looking great. So yeah, we have about 10 minutes. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the winter update. Hopefully it provides some good stuff. And, you know, not some, like, just, you know, nothing that's too, like, disappointing. You know, and everything. That's how it is with us. We're just like, hopefully we don't have disappointing things. All right. So, yeah, man, some of the comments on here, it's kind of amazing though, like some of the comments that you have here on the stream and stuff, like all this. It's like, man, you know, y'all like, why do y'all, if you don't care about this game, why are you on here? You know, like, why are you on here watching? Like, why are you on here? What's up, Unkillable Grunt? How's it going? How is your day? It is early in the morning. They pumped this in here. Like, they normally do these at like 11 o'clock, but today they're doing it at 10. You know? Yeah, just a bunch of trolls. Is it 9:55 for you? Yeah. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Pop out the chat. I mean, I'll go ahead and let the chat keep going so I can see that type of stuff on there. 343 drops Kevin Cool with 343 drops Halo Infinite campaign DLC for live service indefinitely. Halo news. I thought we already knew that, but maybe something more official will come out. I gotta watch that. I watch all of Kevin's videos. Don't tell him, but he's a pretty good YouTuber. Don't tell him that though. Don't tell him I told him he's good. We must never let Kevin know that. All right. My boss called in. Of course. There we go. I wonder if they'll touch on customs at all. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, like this type of deal, Dan Brindley art. I don't know if they will touch on customs at all on here, just because I don't know. I hope they like mention it and say like we fix for customs is coming the day Forge is released. Oh man, that would be great. That would be great. I would prefer it come sooner so that way we could test it. Yeah. All right, so we're just waiting now. 6 minutes, almost there. 6 minutes. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Once Forge comes out, I'm not going to play very much matchmaking. But then once the custom games browser comes out, I'll be playing even less. It's just like, yeah, you know, there's no reason to keep playing, you know, that at least as much. Like, I'll jump into it whenever there's new maps and all that type of stuff, but, you know, nothing, like, I'm not going to jump in consistently, you know, like, all the time into that, because, you know, that's just one of the things. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on here. We're just sitting here 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Oh, something else that's pretty cool. Which this isn't, I did not mean for this to be a pun or anything like that. But it's like, it was like 40 degrees. Hey, what's up, Dan Brindley? Yeah, I was commenting. I'm not sure if you're here, but I was commenting on your comment on there. I can't find it anymore. I'm not sure if you're here. Oh, right here. I wonder if they'll touch on customs at all. Yeah, we're saying hopefully they will with customs, because yeah, that needs to be addressed. There are a lot of warts in this chat. A lot of warts in this chat. But, you know, something that it was like 40 degrees this morning. And, you know, like for me, Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. And for where we live South Texas, that is cold for us. Like throughout the summer, we are over 100 degrees like daily throughout the summer. And that's like normal for us. So whenever it dropped down to like 40 degrees, I love it. I love the cold. And I'm like, oh, this feels so good. I went outside. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, right now for me, it's gone up. It's 47 right now. For me right now, Fahrenheit. So, but yeah. Last few days? Oh, nice. It's only dropped down to this cold right here. I have a suspected spam caller. Hold on 1 second. Let me see this. And it was a spam caller. Until it gets hot again in mid-November. Yeah, no, actually, it's supposed to get up into the high 80s towards later on this week. So it's going, it's gonna be back up into the 80s. It's gonna be actually tomorrow it's gonna be 81, and then Friday and Saturday 85 where I'm at. So goes from being cold back into the 80s. A lot of warts. A lot of warts. Gotta put the warts in there. Hey, what's up, Arbod? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. No, but what I was saying is earlier, the cool thing is that there's something coming in the mail I'm very excited about. So, and I will show y'all later today. I will tweet about it and stuff later on today. So very excited. Very excited about it. I'm excited to show everyone. Oh man, Inception. I saw that. I'm not sure if you're in. Upper GX, yeah, Zinni, I use that. I like it. One thing I really love about it though is whenever you're watching a video, if you go to a separate tab, this video is not playing, so it won't do it right now. But whenever you're watching a video, go to a separate tab, it keeps the video up in the corner so you can keep watching while you're going to do other things. I'm like, that's neat. That's neat. Ooh, premiere begins shortly. Where's Azza? He's probably asleep, honestly. He's probably asleep. May or may not gotten muted for warding too much. He's on the lame UK time. What a loser. All right, 343 warts. Hi, Duquesne's stream. Will. I caught it, Will. I caught it. I caught it. Oh my gosh, he's in both chats. I'm so excited for the winter update. Just be able to have Forge, like, you know, even if customs are broken, which I really hope they aren't, but even if customs are broken, I'm just so excited that we will have, you know, Forge and stuff. Like, so at least maybe, like, if they're broken, then maybe we can at least get, you know, a bunch of maps ready, and hopefully a fix will be coming very quickly after if it isn't fixed, you know, on release. Please let it be fixed on release though. But, you know, just in case, like, I just want Forge so bad. I just want Forge so bad. Like, and I know I have access to Forge, you know, like part of the Forge Council and everything, but it's not the same. Having access to Forge, you know, with the Forge Council is not the same as me being able to actually make a map and then, like, release it publicly or post pictures of what I'm making or stream what I'm making, you know, all that type of stuff. Like, I can't do any of that. And so it kind of, it's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that, you know, I have early access to it. But then also it sucks because it's just like, man, I want to stream and I want to do all that type of stuff, you know. Because that's what I enjoy, making maps more whenever I'm actually streaming or something, because I like just interacting with people and, you know, because we could throw ideas off of each other. That's why I like watching Forge streams as well, whenever I have time, of course. But it's, you know, because then you could be like, oh, you know, you can give suggestions. By the way, Arpod, I'm not sure if you were here because I think you were working or something, and so you kind of popped in and out. But we were talking about your racetrack. I really like that one. I can't remember what it's called, but where in Halo 5 where it has a train, like train tracks in it. Like it has train tracks and all that type of stuff in there. And I like that track. You should remake that one in Infinite. I can't remember. Mental stamina. Look how pathetic we look. Begging for change. Someone please take me back to 2007. Wasn't even born in 2007. We got a young person here. I was born in 86. So I'm old. I'm about to turn 36. Arpod's even older. Yeah, but you know, there was a lot of issues back in 2007 as well. You know, you're 34. Just beat you out. I just beat you out. But yeah, no, I completely understand though. Like with Infinite and stuff, like it's just, I wish they were able to delay which, you know, delayed again until now, just so that way Forge is released. You know, they could have gotten all the things that they were fixing and stuff done throughout the past year. You know, Forge, like, that would have been great. So then it would have been more of a complete game at launch and stuff. That would have been, but of course, that's all like hindsight type of stuff and everything. So, yeah. Yep. Hopefully change will happen, you know, like, and everything. So we'll see. I still believe Infinite can do very well. Like in the future, like there's been plenty of other games that have done really well, had a resurgence. There's plenty of games that haven't, but Halo does have a brand name for itself. Like, that's why I don't think Halo will ever die, because of the fact that everyone knows Halo and most everyone likes Halo. You know, it's just things need to be better. I was trying to think of what to say. Like, things need to be better on there. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Unmute. Oh, geez, that's loud. Quiet. Oh my gosh, that was loud. Okay. Locomotive was the track name? Ah, yeah. See, and you can put a lot more detail and everything into that. Okay. Rated T for teen. World premiere. Hey, campaign co-op.
The Winter Update is our holiday celebration of all things Halo. We're delivering our Campaign Network co-op, our Forge open beta. We're shipping a whole bunch of cool things inside of our free-to-play multiplayer product. It's all free, coming out on November 8th of this year.
Winter Update, yay!
So for the Winter Update, we're releasing 2 new maps, a new mode, a 30-tier battle pass, 2 events, and match XP, and all of that is free.
We have 2 official Forge created maps coming in the Winter Update. There are 2 multiplayer arena maps. One's called Argyle and one's called Detachment. Detachment has the first teleporter that's in an official Halo Infinite multiplayer map.
From a gameplay perspective, having something where really a teleporter plays to like a flank or like kind of an assault on a position.
Yeah, there hasn't been a whole lot of teleporter stuff.
Cool. And like I think the way it really worked into that map played out really well and adds a lot of counterplay to like people hanging out on the island and camping that space. Argyle is cool because it has this big kind of open central yard, and it has some really interesting flank routes around the sides. And so you can go like really just frontal assault and try to push your way in, or kind of be a little sneakier around the sides. Having this big kind of central courtyard has created a lot of really cool gameplay that feels different than a lot of things we have in Infinite.
It is crazy how far Forge has come,
the new
though.
Mode in the Winter Update, Covert One Flag, is our first.
I'm excited to try this out.
One team is the attacker, and one team's the defender. The attackers have unlimited active camo at their disposal, and then the defenders have the threat sensors, and so they're kind of, you know, spotting, and it plays like a cat and mouse game, which is really fun.
Excellent.
One of the biggest pieces of feedback that we've gotten since we launched is that people really want a system that gives them points, XP points, for just playing the game. The new Match XP system actually rewards players for playing. As you're playing matches, you get XP.
Yay!
If you win, you get a little bit of bonus XP. If you perform well, you get a little bit of bonus XP. And we're trying to tune that system so that it actually gets you moving through the battle pass a lot quicker than we have in the past. The Winter Update has a 30-tier free battle pass that is full of really fun stuff. That battle pass is full of some player favorites like the CQC and CQB.
Oh man,
attachments with knives.
It's
really, really cool. And again, it's free.
All
we
the
also
knives.
Have 2 events going on with the Winter Update. The one in December is called Winter Contingency 2, and then in January we have the Joint Fire event. I'm excited for folks to jump in to start enjoying the new additions that are coming with the November update.
I'm excited for that. I really like the CQB helmet, so I'm excited for that one.
Campaign co-op has always been a big part of the Halo experience. Being able to play with your friends, do all sorts of cool and fun things together that you can't do in single player.
And with Halo Infinite, we've made this much more expansive, wide open world. And with the release of Network Co-op, I'm just looking forward to people jumping in with their friends, exploring the world.
It's really nice.
Sandbox, just mixing it up.
An open world,
crazy, over-the-top
like sandbox and
Halo
stuff, is
action
perfect
and
for
mechanics.
co-op. It
Whether
really
you're
sucks
playing
that it didn't
single player
launch with
or
it.
you're playing co-op with your friends, any progress made is saved. So it's not a case now where, you know, you and I are going to get together, we're going to play, and we're going to play your game.
What we're going to do is start everybody at the place where the furthest behind player was in their individual save file that they picked.
Makes
Nobody
sense.
misses any of the campaign, nobody's breaking the sequence, and you're still getting to experience the full story in order.
Objects are the same way. Collectibles, you know, data pads, even Spartan cores. So if you've collected a Spartan core, let's say, and I haven't, when we go to that Spartan core, it's still interactive. And any one of us can activate it to collect it. Those who haven't collected that particular Spartan core, they get it. And a fun little feature specifically regarding skulls is at the beginning of the fire team when you're setting it up, the set of skulls we'll have to choose from is all the skulls that everybody has brought. And so it's a bit of a bragging moment from you. You know, you can say, yeah, birthday party, that's mine. With moving to a
Birthday party
semi-open
skull's the
world Halo
best.
game, we wanted to make it so that you have this ability to go explore, find things, go
Mongo
take on
says-
an outpost or a base or something like that. However you guys want to do it. You know, it's like, hey, you go take that tower, we're going to go take this tower, you know, and you can split up and do your stuff. But there is a limit because it is a co-op game, so it's not the idea that we're being put into a world and you all just go do your own game. The idea is to play together. That's the focus.
If you're in one of our interior maps, these are more of the linear, traditional Halo style levels. As you progress through the level, if someone in the fire team is too far behind, then they'll be brought up with the rest of the team. When you're out on the ring,
Makes
what
sense.
we have is a radius-based system.
We went to the largest base that we have in the game and then basically made the space double that. So you have tons of room to go outside of that, come back, lots of room for aerial vehicles.
Unlike previous Halos, you don't lose your weapons when you die in this one. You respawn with the same stuff you had when you die. So there's really not a mechanical penalty other than the respawn time, and your teammates have to be safe to spawn on.
We're really diminishing sort of the domineering nature of the fire team leader, you know, because it is no longer the idea that we're playing the fire team leader's game. Everybody's playing their own games. Anybody can skip a narrative sequence. Anybody can pick up objects in the world. Anybody can trigger a mission replay, fast travel to a new location. trigger
Mission
those kinds of
replay.
things.
I want to play the Scorpion
A fun
level
one
again.
is when you open up the TAC map and you place a marker, anybody can turn that back off. Griefing is a very important aspect of co-op. You can kill each other, which can be fun as
Yes.
well. Load everybody up into a
Arpod,
rage
don't
map
get
and
in
just drive
games
off
with
a
me.
cliff and
I will
giggle
immediately
the whole
try to
time.
kill you.
And then, of course, we've also got a bunch of new achievements, both for co-op and mission replay, that emphasize either playing together with friends, or in the case of the replay achievements, going back and revisiting parts of missions that you couldn't have visited before we had the mission replay feature.
One of the achievements is basically you got to take out a certain number of enemies with a gravity hammer hanging outside of a vehicle while you're doing it, which is pretty fun. The team here at
Nice.
343, we've been working really hard on campaign co-op. We're excited to
I've
get
been in
into your
Warthog with
hands
you.
and see what you guys can come up with, see what kind of fun you get into. We call it Chaosum because it's just awesome.
I
You know,
am-
chaos and just crazy stuff that you
Like,
can
this
do
is
and
what I was
doing it
talking
together.
about.
It's just really
Like,
really fun.
imagine if all this co-op, Forge, everything, like if they were able to delay it one more year and all that came out
Part
right.
of the free winter update,
November
we're
8th.
super excited to
Forge!
release the Forge Open Beta, our most powerful Forge tool yet.
Well, ever since Halo 3, Forge has been the way that we unlock
See Eternity by
all the
payment?
creativity of our players. Allows them to jump in, make their own maps and modes, whole new experiences.
When Forge launched, it was a cool tool for the community to start playing with maps and having influence on maps where spawners were moving some objects around. It wasn't quite a fully robust tool set for building levels yet. And that's where it's kind of evolved to and then beyond. Now it's like its own little game editor.
With the release of the beta, we're inviting everyone to participate in Forge. And the good news is, all the work that you do on your maps and modes and anything else inside of Forge, that's going to be saved and continue on.
Basically, how Forge works is you go into Forge and you place a bunch of different kind of objects to create a space where players can play in. And then you decorate it with different materials or colors, lights, VFX, and audio. And they can then save them, they can share them, and then play them with other players. Even if you're not intending to play Forge, Forge has a lot to offer you because all those players who are making stuff with Forge will be available to you, and so
Repulse
you'll be able
Soccer.
to create custom games and play that content with your friends.
Nice.
Our Forge system that people are going to experience with the Winter Update, it is at a whole other level. Like, there's nothing that we've done with Forge like this before, and the type of content that people are going to be able to make for Halo Infinite is insane.
In Halo Infinite Forge, we've increased the object count to around 7,000 objects. In Halo 5, for comparison, it was 1,600 objects.
That's
As a
insane.
forger, I think the thing that's going to surprise us a lot
Woof.
is be able to scale objects. Like, for example, like these objects look like these massive pipes are running underneath ground for this facility. It is literally just a small cable or a hose that he's scaled up and changed material on. I personally think scaling is going to be changing a lot of how these maps are going to be looking visually, and it's going to blur the line from a Forge map to a dev quality map.
I'm excited about a lot of things, but I think I'm most excited about
scaling
the
siege.
visual scripting language. You know, this is the deepest players have been able to get inside our code, our scripting language. Even if you're not familiar with
People have
visual
already
scripting
done
systems,
crazy things
it's really
that y'all have
easy
seen
to get
online.
started, to start to recombine things.
You can drag nodes into your scripting space and draw out the events and the functions that you want to do in your map.
We've been able to get you a lot closer to the systems.
Connor.
We've got over 100 different nodes that I could only dream of back as a player in Halo 5. I'm very, very excited to be able to offer these to players, like things that I wanted to do before, and finally we get to do them now.
You know, whether it was Griffball or Infection, a whole bunch of things that are now core to Halo, all came from mode work inside of Forge. And I think with the new visual scripting system, players are going to have the ability to do even cooler, more interesting things than they've had a chance to do in the past. That's going to be super exciting.
Yep.
At Forge launch, we'll be supporting 6 canvases, and moving forward, we'll be adding to canvases as we can. The canvas diversity we have is pretty fantastic. In fact, we have a player requested canvas, which is blank, which is just an empty canvas. So no matter what kind of experience you're trying to create, the canvas backdrop, well, we've got your back. We're super excited to bring NavMesh into Forge. NavMesh is basically data that Spartan bots rely on to navigate a map. This is the first time that bot support has appeared in Forge in the Halo series.
It always just blows me away, people's creativity, taking things that we've done and making them new again with their own imagination.
We've already seen a lot of amazing content being created by the community and our Forge Council.
It's super encouraging to already see before we've even released this what this thing is capable of, and the amount of content that they're going to be able to create. It's kind of unstoppable.
The Forge Council is already making a wide
Vroom,
variety
vroom.
of experiences. I've seen really amazing arena maps. I've seen crazy scripts. They are really pushing Forge.
Once Forge releases, we're really going to be watching what comes out, because we want to find the cool, the best of, right? And surface those things to players in any way we can. The more we can take those things and kind of put them up on a pedestal and inside of the rest of our game and kind of let the rest of the community play them, that's super cool. And that's really the heart and spirit of what Forge is. What people should expect with Forge is that, much like the rest of the game, it's just going to continue to grow and evolve as we add new game modes and new objects with Forge, or just, in our suite of modes in general. We'll be bringing those things into Forge and adding some of that scripting functionality so that the players will have access to all that kind of stuff.
Forge is going to evolve based on what the community wants, right? We've already started a good dialogue with the Forge Council. They've given us some good feedback. Once Forge goes live, I'm super excited to hear what the community says, because that's going to be our North Star in terms of what Forge turns into. On behalf of the entire Forge team, we are so excited to see what the community makes with Forge. It's been a long journey, and we're excited to finally share this with you.
I think this is the start of a new part of the journey of Infinite, and where we continue to evolve as a service, and how the game will continue to expand alongside of the community as we keep releasing new features and making the game crazier and more fun.
The Forge Open Beta is available on November 8th, along with Campaign Network Co-op and Mission Replay, and some great additions to our multiplayer experience. All part of the Winter Update.
Nice. Nice. Y'all see Payman's map on here? Or is it Payman or is it Pyman? I don't know how to say his name here.
Will be available to you.
Here, let's go ahead and right there. Oh, so good, so good. And by the way, said the objects that have been scaled up are gonna have the VFX and SFX of a normal scaled object. Like, what do you mean? Like, you can't scale VFX stuff. Like, objects are just like, you know, these. Like, I'm confused by what you mean. Like different FX things. I'm confused by what you mean. I'm confused by what you mean. I'm a little sad though. My map wasn't shown. Ripperonis. But oh well. My map was a work in progress map though. Particle effects and sounds. Well, those aren't objects that you can scale. You can't scale like the FX stuff. You can scale objects like rocks and walls and, you know, trees and vegetation and stuff like that. Like you can't scale like a FX, you know, thing on there. So yeah, only static objects can be scaled, like what Arpod was saying. Only static objects, nothing that's dynamic can be scaled. But yeah, it's a little bit sad mine didn't get shown. Oh, Ripperonis. You know. But oh well. Like, yeah, I had to make my map that was on here though. Yeah, this is a very cool map. And I don't know how to say his name. Is it Payman? Is it Pyman? I don't know. But he's a fantastic forger. And this map looks super cool. Nothing dynamic. Watch me. Yeah, I know y'all will probably figure something out. But yeah, my map, of course, it was a racetrack. But I had to, because we were under a limit of a certain time, you know, to of course have it somewhat ready to be shown. So I had to cut I had to cut it like to where, you know, like it's just, I had to cut the track in half and try to throw in aesthetics into it, you know, and stuff like for it to be complete. I know you can't see me, but I'm doing with quotes complete, you know, so it's still a work in progress. And so I had to cut the map in half. I had to just throw a whole bunch of vegetation and things like that on there for the racetrack, but I guess it didn't make it into here. It's like, oh, well, you know, sad day, but you know, this is such a cool map. Like, it's such an interesting idea, you know, of a map on here. And then also, where is it right here? Where's the Repulse Soccer? I forget what it's called. Is that what it's called? Repulse Soccer? Something like that? Right here. Yeah, Repulse Soccer. So it's Repulsor Soccer, you know, basically, which is so cool. Like, see stuff like this with all the abilities. It's gonna be so much fun, you know, to be able to have this type of stuff, that, you know, and everything. That's gonna be so much fun, to be able to do, like, have all that type of stuff. And of course, Curfew by Sick is awesome. So there's the Eternity, another shot of it. Definitely really cool map. Very interesting looking map on here. Very interesting looking. Payman's such again, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but Payman is such a talented forger. Hoodlum, this looks great. Which we've seen this one before and stuff, but yeah, it's pretty great. And then Dark, we saw this one before, again, looks really cool. So yeah, I'm excited about everything though. I'm excited about everything. Like, just be able to have Forge, just to be able to I'll go ahead and pause it there. Just be able to work on Forge and like build stuff and everything, and so we can have some fun custom games. And then, you know, like all previous Forge, you know, things, then the, you know, 343 could be like, hey, that's a really cool map. Let's put that one into matchmaking. You know, like 343 has always done in past Halo games. So it's like, why not here? And that would be cool. And it'll just add some new content into matchmaking, so it keeps things fresh. And I would say, like, if they can get it, at least new maps every month from Forge into matchmaking, like rotate them in and out and stuff, I think that would be great. That would be fantastic. You know, so that way keeps things a bit fresh. You know, new BTB stuff, new arena stuff. You know, have like some crazy playlists, like they always had the Action Sack playlist where they had like more off the wall type of Forge maps and everything in there, like, and that would be awesome to be able to have. So, you know, I think it was great. I think this, I don't know, I got to go look on the internet to see what people think about it. This deal here, but it seems pretty awesome. And then of course the new free battle pass with stuff has the CQB and all that, which I'm excited about. Co-op is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to finally be able to play co-op after a year of it being out. That'll be a lot of fun to jump in with some friends and play some co-op and, you know, teabag their bodies after you kill them. But, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and hop out now. Thanks everyone for coming out and watching this. I should have some videos coming out on here soon. Not just these little streams and stuff like that. I'm going to make a video talking about the importance, I'm going to make it not the importance of Forge World, but just the good thing about a forged Forge World, which if y'all know, I did that in Halo 5, but unfortunately used up all the pieces, that all the object count to make that. But of course that was 1,600 objects. In Infinite, you can put out 7,000. So even if I use 1,600 objects to make a forged Forge World in Infinite, you can still have, you know, however much, I can't do math, 40 something hundred objects, you know, like 4,000, like over 4,000 objects to be able to make your own map and stuff on Forge World. And see, the good thing, like a lot of people want a dev-made Forge World, which I actually think that is not as good. I actually think a forged Forge World is better, because then let's say you don't like this hill that's right here, or these rocks and, you know, this cliff. You don't want that there, because let's say you want to build your map in this section of Forge World, but you want to remove that cliff and everything like that, just because maybe you want to build a base into there. It'll fit perfectly for your map. Well, a forged version of Forge World, well, actually you can remove all that type stuff and you can build what you want. So that's why I'm going to kind of make a video over to, like, talking about that type of stuff on there. Why, you know, having flat canvases is pretty good, but then of course, you know, like that's why I want to make Forge World and Halo Infinite again, like I did with Halo 5. So that way people can actually use it if they wanted to, and just delete whatever they don't use, and then use that, and, you know, and have plenty of object count left over, because in Halo 5 it was maxed out. So people had to delete a lot of the map in order to be able to build anything. So that's going to be it. Thank you everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. I'm excited for Forge. I'm sure many of y'all are. It seems like it. So I will see y'all in the next video. And again, like I do have daily stuff. I'll go ahead and post that in there. I pretty much daily upload or stream over on Duquesne Plays. That's where I play other games. I'm going to be playing later this afternoon A Plague's Tale Requiem. I just finished Innocence yesterday, so I want to play Requiem, so I'm going to be streaming that later on today. So thank you everyone for coming out. Appreciate it. I will see you on the next one, and remember, let's forge a new Halo.